few weeks ago, I made a video on the mystery of multiple giant skeletons hidden around the map of Pywel. In that video, I showed you the colossal Ator remains and various half-dug-out huge skeletons. With that, I was potentially floating around the idea that all of these cadavers were linked somehow. Go watch the video to find out how exactly. But now I'm back with more mad rambling and deep-cut conspiracy theories involving more big-ass skeletons. However, these ones I'm discussing today, there's an even deeper mystery circling the ancient bones of these long-dead creatures. So sit back, relax, and get locked in because we're about to go on a wild ride all the way to Bone Town. Our first mysterious remnants are found here, the castle at Calade. Standing tall and proud over the surrounding landscape, this bastion of strength, commanded by Marquis Stefan Lanford, hides a very disturbing but intriguing secret. Walking up through the stone walls, past the proud, unyielding shields...
Excuse me, have you got permission to be filming here? Have you got a license to be filming here? Have you got your license on you now to be filming here? To be filming me? Have you got permission to film me? Because if you're filming me, I'm going to need to see your license to film me,
right,
and you don't want to be filming me.
Okay. Anyway, under the shadow of the main keep, continue your journey until you reach the central door. Then swing your gaze to the right and find this. A dig site in the corner of the castle grounds. Hidden almost from...
I wouldn't step too close to the edge, young traveler. Many have lost their own lives to the hole.
Yeah, so this excavation site has a quiet, ominous feeling about it. It's very easy to miss, but when you notice it, it honestly gives you this very strange feeling. And when you know what's down there, it'll all make sense. Down in the hole. It seems at first nothing is happening until you notice this. A huge spinal cord of some kind of creature lies partially buried in the ground and remaining wall. Now, if I were to hazard a guess, I'd also say that this is merely a very small section of the spine, meaning that the creature that this belongs to must have been colossal. And I say creature because it's clear to me maybe that this is not a humanoid, or it's going to be most likely an animal or some kind of a monster. The way the bone is formed to me just screams, hey, I'm not a bloody postman. So as cool as this spine is, there's not much information on it, and by not much I mean zero information. At least with the humanoid sites there was a remembrance, but with this one there's nothing. It remains an anomaly, and there are many questions raised, like why is this in the castle grounds? What is this creature? How big actually is it? Because the castle sits atop a huge hill, and you know what? Potentially it could be very, very big. Now, going back to the what is this creature question, I may have some further evidence that could point to an answer, but for this we must journey to the Rainforest, of which I have not even been to yet, meaning that I had to trek across the whole bloody map to find this, and all I was going off was a JPEG from Reddit. And yes, I did go the wrong way, and it added another 30 minutes to the search, but you know what, that's life. Reaching the Rainforest, I was met with a near impossible search. I thought I'd have to literally spend hours scalping every last corner of this place. Until, as luck would have it, I found a video by I think like a Mexican dude. I can't even find it anymore, but he briefly showed a potential location for what I was looking for. Aquí es donde se centra el esqueleto de Crimson Desert. With my location marked, I headed over. Landing just through this break of trees, I saw this. Massive, what looks like dinosaur bones covered in moss and grass lay there. This is the real deal. Very cool, guys. Heading closer, we can see what appears to be a huge ribcage leading up to what also looks like a T-Rex skull. Now, this may confirm the presence of some kind of dinosaur in the world of Crimson Desert, and I think these ones could be very, very old, preserved by the biome. Now, oddly, an interesting detail with said supposed T-Rex skeleton is next to the head and ribs, there are like a second set of ribs, and then this giant hand. In my opinion, this is way, way too big to be a typical like T-Rex hand. They have like little diddy arms. They've got soft hands. You got your mother's hands. These, in comparison, are absolutely huge. Meaning maybe it's a mistake, or maybe this isn't even a T-Rex at all. It could be potentially, I don't know, a dragon? The plot thickens, eh? When I was just about to leave this spot, I happened to see another skeleton of the same type of creature just above this one behind the rock. This one seems a little bigger, and you can see more clearly the arm, as more of it is sticking out of the ground. I think you can also see how the hand is either bigger or the same size as the head, which is definitely not typical for a T-Rex. Exploring the surrounding area, I couldn't really see much else, so we'll have to move to the final location, which I think raises some new questions, but also potentially answers some of the questions we've raised in this video. In the Crimson Desert, there's a temple on the cliff atop of the sands in sort of, I think it's like the middle of the map area. Now atop this structure sits a little room annexed from the main building. And I'm just going to say this, a quick disclaimer, I did this before and after a certain part in the story where the inhabitants of the area are either dead or alive. And I'll show you both because both have somewhat unique differences. So this building is very mysterious as shown, and is shown as somewhat of a shrine or a prayer room. It sits with its interior obscured until you get very, very close. Now walking up to the archway, it's revealed what is inside. An even bigger T-Rex skull sits on a platform surrounded by candles, its neck and spine bones wrapping around one side. It's clear from this that this is a very important relic to these people. How important? I'll show you in just one second. For now, I'll just go over the comparison to this skull and the head of the dragon in this area. During the kind of Enlightenment questline, you find this beastie. Now, if we have a look at the head, you can see two very large teeth or almost beak-like bones at the front of his mouth. And this is very different from the T-Rex or dragon skulls that we found in this game so far, suggesting the skulls maybe are from dinosaurs and not dragons. But then, how did one end up all the way up here? Furthermore, visiting this place after the dragon is gone reveals a queue of pilgrims all lined up to visit the skull. And inside, more pilgrims can be seen actually praying or worshipping the skull. Now, that's a little interesting. I also found that if you pull this switch, it actually opens the roof to the shrine. For whatever reason, I have no idea, but there you go. I find all of this incredibly interesting, like genuinely. Two very strange skeleton mysteries already found in this game. Now, my theory for this one is the bones in the jungle are ancient dragons, different from their lesser, maybe more modern cousins. I think that they were once worshipped like gods by the ancients of Pywel long ago. But for whatever reason, they all died out, leaving traces of them throughout the land, including this head on top of this mountain which they now pray to, but then also potentially a tomb of dragons buried underneath Calade Castle, which is why they found the bones whilst excavating. I don't know, but that's just my theory. And now we've reached the end of the video, so tell me, what are yours? What do you think about this? Am I completely just making this up? Am I chatting waffle here? Am I maybe onto something? Let me know in the comments below. Tell me your theory, tell me what you think of this. Tell me if I'm just chatting waffle. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and a hype because they help an unbelievable amount. Consider subscribing and watch out for some more Crimson Desert videos on this channel because there will be some more on the way. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.